as the patient came on the table, the tension of the thoracic drop was not at the proper level. It was set too low. And what happened, the automatic drop keeps kicking in. Now, this is great because by just turning that knob, I was able to stop that, and in the same time, I have the perfect tensioning for that patient without wasting any time. And look, now I have the tensioning perfect without having the classical guessing with any other table who does not have that automatic drop. Treatment of the thoracic using a repetitive drop. There is nothing extraordinary normally in treating the thoracic. Nevertheless, it's a risk factor for people who have osteoporosis, mainly for broken ribs. Second, it requires a certain amount of force, and a woman on a big individual may have a problem if they are small. So it's a great approach to use a multiple drop because you need less force, it's more specific, and less harmful to the patient, if we can call that harmful. So how does it work? First, I want you to notice that this is what we call a whole piece drop. So the whole piece drops. It's not, the drop is not hooked on an axle, because those drops have one area that doesn't drop and the area that drop. Here, being a single piece drop allows you to treat here, here, or here the same way, because the whole piece will drop in the same time. So that's important. So to take advantage of that, you're going to take whatever contact you want on the thoracic. You can use a breathing instruction with the patient, but very often with the repetitive drop, you don't need to, because the pressure will be much less, and it's the repetitiveness that will break down the viscosity of the ligament holding segments together. So it will play like that. Very, very comfortable to the patient and extremely safe. So this repetitive drop is really good to treat the thoracolumbar junction, which is usually a sensitive area, with something repetitive but of less intensity. And we're going to treat the thoracolumbar area in extension. By the way, that area very often is a root cause of what we call meralgia paresthetica. So for that, I'm going to instruct my patient a few things. So Roberto, you're going to put your hand at the end of that, and I want you to bring your thorax up. Bring your thorax up, Alberto, and you see they have the tendency to bring the head up in the same time. But I don't want him to do that. I want to keep his head. Alberto, you're going to keep your head down as you get up. And what I want to create a cephalad arc of tension here, so tensing that segment. I want also his stomach, the area that I treat, firmly in contact with the thoracic piece. I don't want that area off the thoracic piece. And finally, the pelvis is not going to move, but we're going to use that area right there, okay? So you relax well, and we're going to do that with a drop now. As I set up my drop, you see it's a little too light, so I'm going to lock it a little bit more, and every half turn of that knob usually will eliminate the automatic kicking, okay? And give you just an increase in tension. So now I'm going to take two thumbs, if I am a guy, or if I am a woman, I'm going to use the heel of my hand on both sides at the TL junction around T11, 12, L1. And I'm going to ask Alberto, please put your hand at the right level, good. I'm going to increase a little tension here, and you're going to bring your thorax up with your head bent. Go ahead, Alberto. And bend your head forward, beautiful. And you stay like that, Alberto, a little higher your head, a little higher your thorax, beautiful. And keep your head, that's it. And you stay like that a few minutes. Done. And that's how the TL junction in extension is treated. It's a very, very comfortable way to do it for the patient, extremely effective.
To jest wyrób medyczny. Używaj go zgodnie z instrukcją używania lub etykietą.